Okay, today guys, I'm going to make you a video that'll show two different things. One, how to clean your micron gauges. A lot of you won't listen to me and buy two valve core removal tools. One to protect the micron gauge when you release a little refrigerant into the system, and it messes up the micron gauge and you got to clean it. You use isopropyl alcohol and nitrogen blast, and then you clean it with a vacuum. So I'm going to show you all the steps and processes to do that to keep your micron gauges clean, because without a clean micron gauge, you might as well not even have one. It's valueless. It needs to be clean so you can see what it's actually saying. So anyway, I'm going to show you how to clean them, and then I'm going to have a video showing. I have like maybe 11 different pumps, but I'm going to show you 5 of them. And from my biggest one, 1 horsepower, 12 CFM dual stage V4 Monster, down to I think it's a 3rd horsepower, it might be a 1/4 horsepower, 3 CFM, 3.5 CFM. So all the way down to that. So anything in that realm, you have probably one of these pumps. And I'm going to show you if you don't have a micron gauge, I'm going to actually show you what's happening with a micron gauge with your pump. Okay? So I'll run it down there and show you how the micron gauge works after it's been cleaned. Okay, we'll do this one now. This is the 1 horsepower 12 CFM dual stage pump. Okay, we're at about 15 seconds, and we're at 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, I usually get down to 11, yeah, 11, 10, oh, that's nicer. Usually I only get to 11, so 10 was good. It's funny, it says low, it's 6, so we're at 6 now. I don't know if there's no pump ever made that can get down to 0, but it's pretty damn close, 6 microns. No, that's 9 microns, sorry. 9 microns. That's pretty darn low. I've had 11 before, and I never really had 9. So I guess what it's showing you is every time you put one of these micron gauges on a pump, I already cleaned the micron gauges yesterday, I told you that. And then when you clean them out with isopropyl alcohol and then nitrogen blast, then you put them on a vacuum and clean them out more, because the vacuum takes out the nitrogen, the isopropyl alcohol, it takes out any other non-condensables that are in there. And so we just cleaned it. As we went through here, we've been cleaning that micron gauge as it goes. So the micron gauge right now is as perfectly clean as possible. And normally I get 11, now I'm down to 9, because I don't think I've ever had it this clean before. So that's why it really helps to keep your micron gauges clean. If your micron gauge is not clean, you definitely need to clean it. And I'll show you the video on that too. I just made a new one yesterday. So anyway, I'll post that also. But anyway, that's what we get. It's been almost 2 minutes, and we're down to 9. It's not going to get any lower than that. That 9 is it. So we'll call it 9. Okay, we'll start the last one, or not the last one, but the one here. And it should be fine. Just started, it's already on 35 microns. (29 microns), 27 microns, and we're at 40 seconds. 40 seconds in, we're at 26 microns. 25. I'm not sure if you can read it or not, so that's why I'm telling you. 24 microns. 23 microns. I'm going to go ahead and see how low it'll go till it stabilizes. So we'll give it the whole 2.5 minutes. It's been 1 minute and 15 seconds so far. We're down to 23 microns, 22 microns. Okay, 1.5 minute mark, we're at 22 microns and holding. That is the half horsepower 7 CFM dual stage B-bore pump at 21 microns. At 2 minutes is 21 microns and holding. So I guess we'll just leave it there. 2 minutes and 15 seconds. So 21 microns is what it got down to. Okay, we're going to turn this one on. This is the 3rd horsepower 4.5 CFM. We're about 1.5 minutes in, and it seems to be staying at 62, 61. I'm not sure what the second one was. I didn't write it down. I forgot to write it down. You should be writing these down. But I don't remember what the other one was. My guess is it was 58 or something for the black one. But I could be full of crap. I don't remember. 61 for this one, and it's almost 2 minutes, so it's not going down at all. All right, so 61 is the low on the 3rd horsepower 4.5 CFM. Now we'll try the next one. Okay, we're going to start the second one now. I can't tell if you can see it in numbers or not, so it's 63 microns right now. 45 seconds. You'll have to write down the numbers. I didn't write them down, so I'll have to look back and see what the first one was, but write down the numbers. This one here is a 4 CFM and 3rd horsepower. And so it is at 1 minute 15 seconds so far. We got down to 59 microns, and that is, it looks like it might be stabilized there. 58. We'll see. I'll give it the whole full 2.5 minutes and see. Yeah, I think we did 2.5 minutes on all of them. So we'll go ahead and see what 2.5 minutes will get us. Yeah, it seems to be pretty stable though at 58, so it doesn't look like it's gaining much. So on these little pumps, you're not really gaining a lot. You only go as low as it goes, and that's the end of it, apparently. So it doesn't matter how much time it is. I guess it's just, I'm not sure what happens after this, you know what I mean? It's not a line set. It's just the micron gauge. But maybe once it gets down to a certain point, there's nothing else. I know that my micron gauge, I just did a video yesterday. It showed me cleaning them. And so if you haven't cleaned your micron gauge and you got any refrigerant on it, now's the time. And I have a video that shows you how to do that. But anyway, it's not having to clean out anything. In other words, there's nothing in it. So it can only go down, whatever. I'm not sure. Maybe that's the limits of the system. Because this is, if you will, mine's a perfectly clean system, even though it's just the micron gauge. There was nothing in the micron gauge. So it's as clean as it can be of non-condensables. Alright, so that's that. We can go to the next one now. 58 is what we got out of it. And it's been 2.5 minutes. Okay, we're starting it over again with a different micron gauge. That one seemed to go bad on us. I don't want to talk bad about Navac, but it didn't work for whatever reason. So we're at 103 microns right now. We just turned it on a couple seconds ago. And we'll see where we get. I'll give you 2.5 minutes for each one. Okay, I don't think we have to wait 2.5 minutes. 1.5 minutes would be fine. It's only 94 microns, 93 microns. It's not, going down really fast. So it's been a minute and 45 seconds, or close to 2 minutes. So I'm going to go ahead and call it a 93 for the third horsepower, possibly, maybe quarter horsepower, I don't know. 3.5 CFM, and it's at 2 minutes, or a little over 2 minutes. It's still 93 microns. Okay, there's 2 steps to cleaning your micron gauge. If you got some refrigerant in it, if you didn't have a valve core removal tool, valving it off, or even if you did, sometimes things happen, so you got to clean it occasionally. So if you do got to clean it, you can use isopropyl alcohol, and I'm going to show you that. And then you take a air blow gun like this one here, with one of these. You can use a long one, but the shorter one's easy, and you simply clean it with nitrogen. Okay, that makes the whole thing set up perfectly. So then your micron gauge is brand new, ready to go again. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and show you how to clean a micron gauge. If you aren't using a secondary valve core removal tool to protect it from the refrigerant, it's going to get refrigerant on it. And to bypass that is to clean it. Okay, I used to use a little hypodermic needle and push it in there, but it doesn't help anything. And this stuff's very cheap, very inexpensive. So just simply pour a little bit in. Pour a little bit in and swish it around a little bit. This cleans off the refrigerant on there, gets it in the air. Any kind of oils or anything else that's on there. Then shake it out. Get out of there. And then what you want to do is take I'll put a link for this stuff below in the comment section. But take a little gun like this, and I showed you the picture of it a second ago, and this is the same one. And it used nitrogen. Okay, nitrogen also cleans it. So just go ahead and you can see how much came out of there. You're not trying to blow it out. Don't sit there and stick it in there and just go like crazy. You want the nitrogen just to go in there and come out. Okay, and that's the way you clean it out. And if you happen to have, a testo, now a testo is different in the sense that that was a male end on the field piece. It has the male end because it has the adapter you have to use also. But on the testo, it's way better. But it has the adapter built in. Okay, but you cannot just put your stuff in there. You got to remove your seal. Okay, so take a little pick, and I'll leave a link to the picks too. You need them for a lot of different things. Set that thing aside because you can't get isopropyl alcohol on that. It'll eat it away, and it becomes valueless. So anyway, hold because it has this, because it has a moving part. Okay, hold it all the way up with your fingers, and then drop some in there. Okay, just make sure it's in there, and do the same thing. Stir it around a little bit. Make sure you're getting, you're trying to get the oils and the refrigerant just mixed into the air a little bit. Get it off there. Okay, I don't know if you've ever seen one of those before, but on welding stuff they have it's like a weird microfilter kind of a thing. And so sit there and get rid of it, all of it. Okay, shake it all out of there when you're done, and then take your nitrogen and don't get near your eyes like that, and do the same thing. Okay, do that twice, both of them. Okay, do the same exact thing I just now did, and do it twice. Then your micron gauge is good to go, brand new again. If you have any questions, put them in below. All the tools and links will be in the comment section. Okay, another tip and trick I want you to do when you get your micron gauge set up, you get your gasket and put back in. If it's bad, look at it real closely. If it's bad, just replace it. They come with kits, and I'll link a kit down from below. It has 20 of these replacements, and it has some valve cores you might need in case you have a bad valve core. Just found a lady helping her the other day whose valve core was beat up and broken and bent up in there. I didn't know how it happened. But anyway, thankfully she found it before she released her refrigerant and went through the process. What a mess. Anyway, that would have been tragedy. Anyway, turn your, inside your pump oil that came with your vacuum pump, there's always a little bit left over. That's all you need, a trace amount. And you're simply going to take that trace amount, put it on your finger, there's plenty on there, and simply put it on every time you put on a gasket, put it in there. And then also, every time you go to hook it onto something, any kind of flare. This thing is going to hook onto a flare of sorts. Okay, and when you do that, put it on that flare too. Okay, so this rubber should never be contacted dry. Think about it, rubber dry on something, it's just tearing and pulling and stretching. It's a mess. You're ruining the damn thing. Don't do that. Whenever you have a flare of any kind, no matter what it is, let's just say we're putting it on here, okay? Let's say we're about to stick it on here like that. Put that oil on there. That's all you need, a little bit from your finger, from the little dab. You just put it on there, put it right in, and you're good to go. Okay, it keeps that rubber from just gliding now. It glides on there and holds on tightly. Okay. Also, for more tips and tricks on anything mini split, come find I'm on a Facebook group called DIY Mini Split. Come find us there. Get plenty of help.